Paul Revere.
The British are coming. My name is Paul Revere. I was born on January 1st, 1735 in Boston, Massachusetts. I was the third of 12 children. My parents were Apollos Revere and Deborah Hitchborn. When I was a young man, I studied at the North Riding School in Boston, and as a teenager, I learned the art of gold and silversmithing from my father. When I was 19, my father passed away, leaving me as the family's main source of income. On August 17, 1757, I married Sarah Orne, and eventually I fathered 8 children. Once I established my own business, I changed my name to the English spelling Revere. Soon after Sarah's death in 1773, I married Rachel Walker, with whom I had 8 children with.
Paul Revere died of natural causes in Boston on May 10, 1818, at the age of 83, leaving 5 children, several grandchildren, and several great-grandchildren.
As a teenager, Paul learned the art of gold and silversmithing from his father. Later on, with the help from his mother, he began running the Revere family silver shop at age 19 after his father died. 2 years later, in 1756, Revere volunteered to fight the French at Lake George, New York, where he commissioned as a second lieutenant in the Colonial Artillery. Paul Revere was hardworking and reliable.
On April 18, 1775, Paul Revere was sent by Dr. Joseph Warren to go to Lexington to warn John Hancock and Samuel Adams. Paul had to tell them that the Redcoats were coming to get them. He warned many people in Lexington that British were coming through town. There were 2 lanterns at the Old North Church, and he lit one if he saw the British coming by land, and he lit both if the British were coming by sea.
Revere's position in his community as a respected tradesman and interpreter benefited as well from his active commitment to American independence. He joined and sometimes became a leader in a number of the major political organizations such as the North End Caucus, local Freemasons Lodge, Sons of Liberty, and the Boston Tea Party in 1773.
Revere began protesting Britain's actions by joining protest groups like Sons of Liberty. He often delivered letters to the committees of correspondence in Boston, New York, and Philadelphia, becoming somewhat familiar with New England and Middle Colony regions.
On December 16, 1773, dressed as a Native American, he took part in the Boston Tea Party. He helped throw tea into the Boston Harbor. When he was 19 years old, Paul Revere left his hometown of Boston to fight in the French-Indian War. Governor Gage wanted to arrest Samuel Adams and John Hancock, who were in Lexington. Revere rode to Lexington by horse to warn Hancock and Adams. He also informed them that Gage wanted to seize all the weapons stored by the Patriots in Concord.
He then tried to go to Concord, but was caught and then released by the British. They took his horse, however, and he had to walk back to Lexington by foot. He was then able to save all of John Hancock's documents.